we have two more teams to cover. If you've been with me this long, I appreciate you for staying with me. Do got to run through these two teams. I'm already late for work. It is what it is at this point. Oh well. Utah brings in a new offensive coordinator, Jason Beck from New Mexico. New Mexico had a really good offense last year, especially on the ground. And I think that's what Utah wants. They want to establish the run, play tough defense, clock control in college football. And that's why I think they bring over New Mexico's OC, Jason Beck. They were coming off a 5-7, 2-7 season last year. Again, Cam Rising gets hurt. He's now medically retired. Trying to figure out the quarterback spot with Isaac Wilson, who does return. They do return 12 starters, 7 on offense, 5 on defense. Like I said, they returned Isaac Wilson at quarterback, who went 127, 225, 56.4% completion percentage, 1,510 yards, 10 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. They do return all 5 O-linemen. They returned Lander Barton, a linebacker, with 72 total tackles, 38 solos, 2 sacks, 4 pass breakups, 2 interceptions, a touchdown, a forced fumble, and a fumble recovery. Tyler Johnson, a safety, with 70 total tackles, 41 solos, 4 pass breakups, an interception, and a forced fumble. Smith Snowden, a cornerback, who had 48 total tackles, 34 solos, 8 pass breakups, 2 interceptions, a touchdown, and a forced fumble. Logan Fino, a defensive end, who had 35 total tackles, 15 solos, 2.5 sacks, a pass breakup, forced fumble, and a fumble recovery. Elijah Davis, a cornerback, who had 29 total tackles, 21 solos, 2 interceptions. They lost Cam Rising, again, medically retired. Michael Bernard, a running back, who had 197 carries, 1,009 yards, 5.1 a carry, and 4 touchdowns. Dorian Singer, trying to make the Jags, who had 53 catches, 702 yards, and a touchdown. Money Parks, 21 catches, 294 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Kareem Reed, a linebacker, trying to make the Broncos, who had 54 total tackles, 29 solos, 3 sacks, pass breakup, and a fumble recovery. Van Fillinger, a defensive end, who had 44 total tackles, 23 solos, 6 sacks, 5 pass breakups, and a fumble recovery. Alake Gilman, a safety, who had 41 total tackles, 27 solos, a half a sack, pass breakup, and an interception. Zamaya Vaughn, 39 total tackles, 34 solos, 2 sacks, 5 pass breakups, an interception, touchdown, and a forced fumble. Currently trying to make the Vikings. Now, they were 47 for overall recruiting class, 37 for transfers. They bring in guys like Wayshawn Parker, a running back from Washington State, 137 carries, 735 yards, 5.4 carry, and 4 touchdowns. Devin Dampier, who comes over with his OC from New Mexico, who went 226, 390, and 57.9% completion percentage, 2,768 yards, 12 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 1,166 yards on the ground, and 19 touchdowns. So, brings a huge dynamic over to Utah. And Larry Simmons, a wide receiver from Southern Mississippi, with 27 catches, 421 yards, and a touchdown. Now, last year, Utah was abysmal offensively like they were 2 years ago. 115 for total offense, 29 for total defense, 98th in passing, 98th in rushing, 102nd in scoring offense, 31st in passing defense, 35th in rushing defense, and 25th in scoring defense. Again, bringing that new OC over to try to bolster up that offense. Now, they start the schedule. They start with UCLA, at UCLA, so that's why I have it as a loss. Cal Poly at home has a win. At Wyoming, I have it as a win. At home against Texas Tech, I have it as a loss. On the road against West Virginia, I have it as a win. At home against Arizona State, I have it as a loss. On the road, rivalry game against BYU, I have it as a loss. At home against Colorado, I have it as a win. At home against Cincy, I have it as a win. On the road against Baylor, I have it as a loss. At home against Kansas State, I have it as a loss. And on the road against Kansas, I have it as a win. Going 6-6, 4-5, taking the under 7.5 win total for Utah, but they do make a bowl game.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.